Hi, last time we were discussing the fact that our Python code is working, the centralized message is working, all that. We've changed the mirror lists. So these days it's a new list. And we're going to use these guys, mirror, osbeck, and so on. And then in the video we discussed maybe a quit button. We're not going to make the quit button, that's decided. But what if you wanted, because we are an educational project, what if you wanted to design it? In the last video we added the GTK box, and it's actually an addendum to that video. So if you've seen how to center the messages in the status bar, that's the video. I can even find you the number if you want. Let me check quickly the last video I've made. It's now of course the last one. Oh, look at that, 3555. That's the change the order, and the solution, yeah, the solution is 3554 is the solution to center this. So as a addendum, because we created in that particular bit a GTK box, put the GTK fixed in there and the status bar. So in the GTK box we kept it vertical. By default it was 3 and that's it, right? That should be the, yeah, I got myself 3 vertical things, which means down here I have room. Control, button, put it in here, and it's there. Now the thing is, because of the fact that it says, alright, I've got a whole bar for myself, so I'm gonna fill it up. It's maybe better that you say this button, put it in a parent and say button goes into a box. And that's the same reason as the other time. And then we say, okay, the box creates again 3 of our items. We say no, 1 is enough. All right, 1 is enough. But it's not vertical this time, it's going to be horizontal, which means it's now here. And there are only 2 things, like start and end, but never center, that's a pity. So start and end. And you need of course to have the right selection there, Eric. So always keep track of this line here. It is so easy to make mistakes, so often I just click first and then go, because otherwise I'll mess it up. So now the button is here, and then you say something like quit or something, yeah? Quit, and then you say run, and the quit button is here. Whatever you do, whatever you click, the quit button is here, and it's only a matter of, well, there's nothing behind it, so it clicks nicely, of making it a little bit nicer, like for instance from the bottom 10 off, from the right 10 off, and from maybe the top as well, right? It depends what your design is. Then it looks like this. Maybe there's something up here, then you want to stay away from it as well. And all the rest you need to do is say to the machine, like in so many videos we've done before, is actually, if you click here, it's not going to suggest anything. But if you make an ID like quit button or something, if you go then to signals and click, oh, it doesn't. That's too pity. That's a pity. Maybe a save is in order. I don't know. Save, because last time it told on, there he is, on quit button. So start typing and it gives you a suggestion on quit button clicked. Yes, that's exactly what I want. And inside the Python code you make a def on quit button clicked, and that'll be that. And for the rest of the days the quit button will be there. Okay, so that's just an GUI exercise that we do now. All right, and that's that. Yeah, I could not leave it alone, so I've made a code in the meantime, and that's, I wanted to stop the video, but here it is. So once you have done it all, say okay, done, quit button. I'm thinking of keeping it. It's not in the way, it's just a little button there. You just can quit this thing. And it says, thanks for using ArcoLinux applications. We hope you enjoyed the YouTube tutorials. Maybe another bar up there is good. So when we click, and that's the thing, the link is, sorry, here on quit button clicked. That's behind a signal. So we can actually delete this. This looks good, right? Well, delete is quit. And this stops here. Let's start with another line like this. Save. So this is the definition here, def. So if you wait a little bit, sometimes it gives you some information. So this is a method. And then quit button self widgets, not needed the widget actually, because there's nothing we send to it, or there's nothing coming from the widget to here, so that's gonna be enough. And then GTK main quit. Let's test it again. Save. So we can leave the app as is. What? It's, oh, look at that. So there was a widget thing that I need to give, you see. So main on quit button click takes one positional argument, but two were given. So the thing that I did was not okay. You always have to test again and again. So the thing is the widget. Even though we're not sending anything over, we are doing something with it. And there it is. Thanks for using ArcoLinux application. The ArcoLinux application. Thanks for using the ArcoLinux application. We hope you enjoyed the YouTube tutorials. Maybe if you don't know anything about our project, we should add a playlist. Wow, I've made 75 videos how to create ArcoLinux app. I'm amazed. Okay, cool. I hope people use it. That's all I can say. I've learned a lot of it, so that's good. Save. Let's see again how that looks. Quit. We hope you enjoyed YouTube tutorials, and then we click and you get all the lists, everything, 72. Let's just go over the numbers if I'm missing any numbers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did something wrong in the counting here. I know. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it as is. You figure it out. So that's cool. 6, 8, voila. Done. This results in another version, but also a version for not only the dev version, but also the other one. So what did we do? This is what we did. We changed the glade application, so we can't see that yet. But let's and quit button, right? Quit button is what we did. That's online. Now open quit. Now open it. So we've changed some text here. We fixed the keys. Yeah, it said let's fix, but when it was posted, they were already fixed. So we need to tell that in the past we fixed the keys of ArcoLinux. And this is our little bit today with the GTK box, the button, and everything. Awesome. So if that's online, always the same way of doing things, but this and that are the same. So it is already online. Test. Sometimes you see me do test, push test or whatever, or just test, and you won't see it because it says everything up to date, was no change. But sometimes there was a change, and then yeah, the commit says test them. So 15. There is a way to change the commit, but just call me lazy. Yeah, so what is in my agenda, what is in my thoughts, is that the dev version should now become a stable one. So, oh yeah, okay, I got another idea. I've been gathering, because we're kind of, yeah, getting to the end of the project, and so give us ideas if you have them, but I think it's pretty much covered what I want to do with it. And what I wanted to add to you, to give to you guys, is the Python Glade originals, all these originals, all the libraries, all the exercises, all the studies I've made, the widget factory, which is nice, right? This is the widget factory. So all of these things I give you as well, because voila, you learn from these things. GTK box, that's there, and then go on and learn. Okay, so all of that, maybe the best thing to do is just .gz it or something. Create archive. Where are you? Here. Control X. Is this big? No. 225 kilobyte. No, it's not big. So here it is. I'll put it inside here, I guess, somewhere. User, share, here. And then maybe something like tutorials. Well, they're not really tutorials. It's the glade thing, glade exercises. There is some code, there is some Python code in there. Python glade .gz. You unpack it and learn. So that's there in the dev, but not here. Compare. Now we compare everything. So launch JSON, sure. Copy to the left, building blocks. That's from the old one, and that's from the dev one. App glade, yeah. Let's get that in a minute. Just also exercise, also learning. So they're not used in the application, it's just reference to the past that we've done. So we switch these things. We've seen it in previous video. So the dev is the correct one. Right to the left then. Tutorials, that's new. Copy to the left. Functions. We've added the timeout and status bar pop. And then get rid of it. GUI. Lots of changes, doesn't make sense. Copy to the left. And this one here. Test by is for me. That can go as well. Hit ignore. That's okay. And voila. Clean up and extra exercises in there. So back to the GUI it is. Oh yeah, I see. There's an extra line. We can get rid of that. That's why it's interesting to have two packages and compare. So we switched from logging errors. All the errors are in here. Well, you just look at it. That's where we get the status bar in, a logging, or error again. Here we fixed something, we found something. There was no try except in this command. So it's the ArcoLinux ISO. So try it, and if it doesn't work, tell us why. Logging error. And here is the changes in the order of things here, and then the quit button. So that's all new. This is easier if you agree with it. It's easier to just do left. Super. F. Then refresh. All the same. Cool. Now we can do things differently. So these two guys have scripts. This one, 19. And I just tell them to extra tutorial files, right? Extra tutorial documents, the zip thing, well actually tar.gz thing, extra tutorial files, and the test is now gone. That's it for this thing, and today is the end of today, so I'm not gonna do any ArcoLinux apps anymore. So the app glade dev, to really be sure, we need to make another release, number 16. You never saw number 15, and that doesn't matter, right? 2305, always up the number, don't hesitate, doesn't cost money, only time, just update. Pacman does not like to get the same numbers again, doesn't get it, really doesn't get it, simple as that. So 16, 2305, 16 up, and then publish release. Both of them have 16 now, and both of them have now the latest commit, extra tutorial documents, and then we're gonna build it in. Number 16, again here as well, we have these scripts that say build. Number 13 it is. I forgot the number. 2305, 14, 15, 16. I need to know. 16 it was. There you go. And then it's time to do something else. And you enjoy the videos, and you enjoy programming, because it's creative, it's fun if it works, and otherwise it's frustrating. Remember to walk away and come back with a fresh set of eyes and not a tired mind, tired eyes, headache. Walk away in time. Then we update number 16, that's cool. So now the dev and the other one are exactly the same, AG. And what you do on your end is you go to computer system, user, share, ArcoLinux App. So this is the app, that's the glade. And in here we have some building blocks to have a study, to study the code here. So this is the old code that I used in the past and then moved on and moved on and moved on. So it's actually used in the tutorials, and these guys were not used in the tutorials, but learned a lot from it. So Control C, desktop, look at that. Control V, extract it. And then you have the same that I have on my machine. Interesting things in here, like the libraries, if you're wondering, GTK and Pango and what's all that. It's a graphics framework, abstract of window framework, glib, full of a bunch of constants and helper functions and so on. At least you have a line to know what this is about, right? It's something I picked from the internet, so I'm gonna keep this around. So tested all kind of things, and then probably will make more, so I'll keep adding it to my personal folder, and then from time to time dump it in here as a tar.gz. Alright, that concludes the video. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers.